Welcome to Two Poor Artists, where we're poor at designing album covers, but mostly we're poor at making art. I'm Isaac.
And my name is Benj.
And my name is Ethan.
And today we have Ethan on so we can draw the album cover of Emotional Then, as we said we would.
That's right. If you tuned in a couple of weeks ago, you got to see us make a beautiful video all about Ethan, where we drew Ethan and Benj drew Ethan.
Yeah, and then decided that E stood for Emotional Then.
And then we cleverly said we should make that a band that Ethan's in.
Yeah.
And we'll get him on here and we'll draw album covers. And for some reason, Ethan agreed to come do that.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it over a bit. And I'm like, what's one more? I could join a band named Emotional Then, named after me, apparently.
Well, you're joining the band or you're founding the band? I think we founded it.
For the first time ever,
But,
you guys
but we're
are
not.
only pouring art.
Yeah, we're not.
Also pouring music.
We're not musicians,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. Every band starts with an album cover.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little unknown
That's
fact.
totally the rule.
Yeah, because if you don't have an album cover, look at that album cover, for example.
Yeah, we're starting with a square today.
Because albums are squares.
Still moving.
But here's the thing. Have all albums always been... I know they started off as records, which
Right.
had square
Which
album
were square,
covers.
and then they were CDs. It's because
No. You're missing a whole generation
right,
of
but it
cassette
doesn't matter.
tapes.
They were all circular.
No. Cassette tapes were rectangles.
You're right. So those were those albums?
I think they were still called... Like, they're called albums now. And there's no physical media at all.
Yeah, so I guess there was a whole period of time where they were rectangular.
Yeah, so... My point is, we didn't actually have to make that square. We could have said, this is the cassette tape album cover.
You spent like 10 minutes making that square.
Yeah, we did.
Kinda confused
It was
me.
hard. We're not used to anything that makes straight lines.
Mhm.
And so it was rough. Mostly emotionally rough. Like, we could have made it in 2 seconds, but I think we had to build ourselves up. We're like, we can't figure it out.
You suffered emotionally enough already. Should
Yes,
we still do the
yes.
video?
Emotional, no, but like
But
emotional
we can be
than.
more emotional.
More emotional than this.
Yes.
We can, and that's the whole point. Because it's a good band name.
Yeah.
Little known
Because
fact.
what's
Little
one of
known
those
fact,
band
all
names-
bands start with a band name.
Yeah, it's one of those band names where you're like, but what does it mean?
Exactly, and that's
Like,
the
what
point.
are they more emotional than something else? Are they like what is there a than that is emotional?
I think that's the point of all art, right? Like, you look at our art and you're like, what, but like, why? What is going on here? You listen to music and you're like, what? What is this weirdness? You see a band's name and you're like, they must be deep, because I don't get it.
Mhm.
You know? That's, I mean,
Yeah.
I
And
imagine
then,
that's how
and then
people
you
think
talk
about
to
us.
like the lead singer, and you're just like, oh, he's on drugs. That's why.
And I think what we did in our very limited, and Ethan, you can tell me if this is true, in our very limited album cover research project we did before this video, I'm pretty sure everyone who's ever designed an album cover has been on drugs, which is a shame, because drugs are bad, kids.
I've never done deep research into album covers, and now I'm fairly interested because, yes, they all look like they made this art while
Yeah, like, I
I
get...
thought we had you on here because you are specifically an album cover expert.
I am not an album cover expert. Never made an album cover. In fact, I consider myself a worse artist than the two poor artists.
Oh, but like, the research team told us you were.
So my wife is an amazing
Album?
artist.
Oh, I thought you were going to say album cover expert. Is that why you brought her today? Because she's the expert?
Yes, I'm going to secretly walk out of the room and she's going to draw for me because I cannot draw.
I mean, we've had your wife on the channel. We've had Maddie on here before, and she is probably the best artist we've had.
It was one of the worst
I
things
mean,
to happen
we've
to the
had
channel.
a couple good artists like Timmy.
Yeah,
Timmy's pretty good.
this is called flattery.
Oh, flatter.
Yeah, you want to flatter. But
Maddie's twin sister was also pretty good.
I'm not unconvinced that wasn't her,
Oh yeah, good
have-
point. good
right?
point.
Like,
hard to tell.
it's unsure. I mean, I'm pretty certain it was her sister, but like, there's that chance, you know?
Yeah,
There's that chance.
they
with
could have
twins.
done the whole
There's always that chance that one twin just like,
changing hair and
yeah. We've all seen Freaky Friday.
yeah.
Freaky Friday. No,
it's
not
not-
Freaky Friday. The other movie with Lindsay Lohan. Parent Trap.
Yeah, it's not that hard to, cut your hair and get your ears pierced or whatever.
I'm just saying, if one twin really wanted to get rid of the other one, it would take at least an afternoon for you to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, maybe this is Maddie, you know, over there. Maybe that's her sister Sid. I'm not gonna really. I don't want to think about that too much because I'm getting a little frightened, and she's looking at us. I'm just gonna say that Ethan, you have to draw your own art. That
I
was
will draw
kind of
my
the whole
own
point.
You have to be careful and not bring too many talented artists on here, or you'll start gaining followers.
No, but like, what are talented artists? Oh yeah, that's a good point. we already, yeah, no, that would be rough.
I remember your poor art-a-thon when you had way back.
You mean the
when.
200th episode Christmas extravaganza special telethon?
I'll say that the whole time I did not donate a cent.
Well, that was mostly our fault because we.
Yeah, we never shared the link to donate, so
But you
Well,
know,
that was a mistake.
we earned as much money as we deserved.
Yeah.
I even called up your best fan Carla and told her, "Hey, don't donate."
Way to name drop Carla. That was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Now she's at home and she's smiling. Cause anyway,
Carla is my mother-in-law.
yeah, we finally got the collection.
yep, we
We haven't
did.
had Kevin.
We've had mother
Well, we had
and
him.
daughter and other daughter.
We had his
and
ribs.
Yeah, we had his ribs. He was, yeah.
He's a different kind of
When
artist.
you go to his house and he cooks poor artist food and you draw at his kitchen table while your lips still have the barbecue sauce on them, that's arguably more intimate than anything we are going to do with you today. Right?
I don't know if I should be afraid or
I
excited.
don't know. We did have ribs with Ethan today.
We did.
Yeah, man. Wow, it's all coming full circle. Speaking of full circle,
That's a
that square
Yes.
right there,
Should I begin?
you know, you
It hasn't
can.
been 10 minutes yet.
No, but here's the thing. I was explaining this earlier, but most album covers, you'd think this died in the 60s and 70s, but most album covers even today are weirdly psychedelic. And there's
Right.
one problem with psychedelic album
Mhm.
covers.
Yeah. Color.
Yeah, the color,
Obviously.
right? Like
if you were to describe psychedelic, you would use the word colorful.
you would have to use the word colorful. Maybe even the word very
like
before
I-
colorful.
Like if there is a black and white psychedelic image out there, please send it our way.
Mm-hmm. It's probably on an album cover.
Probably.
But is that the goal? Do we have to make it psychedelic? But the other one is like, there's some album covers that are just like almost blank.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
don't
know?
think it needs
Yeah.
to be
That-
psychedelic. It
because-
just needs to be more emotional than others.
Because, and again, I want to preface this with kids don't do drugs. But
Mm-hmm.
when you're on drugs as an album cover artist, lots of things can happen. Either you're freaking out and you're drawing every color under the rainbow, or you're
Mm-hmm.
like, you just drew like a line and you're like, well, I guess I'm done, you know? And that's, so really, we could be done with this in 4 minutes.
It's
Yeah,
possible
I
it
could
be
just
an accident.
this
just
is like I could just say this is it.
Yeah.
You get the CD and it's just a blank white, and you're just like,
Yeah.
wow, this makes me feel all kinds of emotions.
Yeah, right?
Am I disappointed?
That square
Am
looks
I-
empty inside.
Am
Yeah.
I happy?
It feels so empty, just like me. You know? And then you're like, maybe I shouldn't have become a poor artist like my mom and dad and everyone in my life always told me. But then there was that other poor artist, and he was like, no, don't give up. And so
Follow your dreams.
even though I'm empty together. I don't feel that way looking at the square, so really it probably needs some art.
Yeah.
But clearly, it has not been 10 minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
by the
You
time...
can't rush art.
Technically, we had ink on page before we started, so I think you just start drawing.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's not like
this
we
is
have
not
to
a
wait.
rule.
Yeah. In fact, our rule is that we don't wait 10
I
minutes.
think that was a
Truth
New
be
Year's
told, we
resolution.
Our New
always
Year's
start,
resolution.
wait for 10 minutes.
Or a New Year's,
So-
what's the opposite?
Yeah.
You know, something we said around New Year's.
Whatever
time.
we said. Go back and watch that episode.
Point is, this is the time of year where all New Year's everythings have already died, and you're like, well, I'm more than
So-
halfway through the year.
So we could wait till 20-30 minutes in to start drawing.
If we did that, surely you'd lose more followers.
Yeah, but like, we want
That's
at
perfect.
least,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
right?
We have a few still left.
Yeah, for some reason. but you should start drawing the emotion. So this is the album cover for the band that Ethan will be creating called Emotional Van.
If it's poor enough, I will put it on the Emotional van.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I like how you chose to not capitalize. Oh, I like how you chose to capitalize. Emo. Oh, man. Is your band an emo band?
I think it has to be, doesn't
Right?
It kind of has to be.
With a name like Emotional Van. But like, are emo bands that self-aware?
I'm hoping
That
I
they're
can get
emotional?
this pen to work.
No.
Nah.
It's probably angry at us for the straight lines that are on the page.
Because those are straight. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Anyway, when you're making music, when you're making sweet, beautiful music for this album, can we be there?
Of course. You're the album artist.
Drawing you in the corner. It'll kind of be like, have you ever seen those, like, I mean, I don't know where you go to see these kind of things, but like, you know, when you're like in art school and there's like the male model who's just like in the middle of the room, and everyone stands around him and paints him.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to tell me about that since you went to poor arts.
We didn't go to poor art school. Don't start that. We're starting a poor art school.
We're gonna.
So-
And what we're trying to say is that we want you
no, I'm not
we
doing
want
it.
you to stand in the middle of the room doing music, and we'll draw you.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay,
all of our
music, okay.
and then all of our students will draw you. You can wear whatever you want.
Is that something like? Is that a type of art we do? Is like real, like model art?
Well, I mean, it won't look like the model.
Well, right, but it's like, don't we normally just like come up with something?
So you
It's
call
true.
me
We
a
don't
poor-
normally
sometimes
look at
Yeah, like
something.
sometimes we'll kind of like look at something to help us.
And we're
know,
like, what did
but it's
Donkey
like-
Kong look like again?
yeah,
You know.
but it's like usually it's just like off the top of our head,
Yeah.
random, weird.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, in art school, I think it's a requirement. I think people sign up for art school hoping that day is coming. You know, the day they get to watch Ethan play music.
So here's
It'll be a big
the-
selling point for our university.
Here's the philosophy I'm thinking with this art that I'm drawing. Right, I'm thinking that that this should make you feel emotions when you look at it. So like,
Doesn't everything?
already I have it like some people might get annoyed.
I'm annoyed.
Feel annoyance.
I'm annoyed at the handwriting and the uncapitalized E at the beginning.
Yeah, like the fact that the first letter is not capitalized and every other letter is,
Well, I'm definitely
In
feeling
both.
something.
and then yeah, it's just that's kind of what I'm going for.
Are you trying to say you're done? Is
No.
that what you're like? I'm trying to get people to feel things, and they
But
are.
see,
so.
now I'm trying to think like what creature
Creature. That's
brings about the most emotion
probably Ethan.
in a human.
Yeah,
Like
my answer's
any and every human just looks and feels some sort of emotion.
okay. I know what you're getting at, but like you can't draw that.
I don't think
Like-
you can.
Would it be pity?
Hmm.
Would it be disgust?
I think so. Like, you're giving me ideas for mine. I'm really curious what you're doing now. Ah, yes, I very much pity the. Oh, is that the Moses? Oh, it's a blobfish. Which is funny because that looks exactly like a blobfish.
Wow.
I know we were saying earlier that like we don't normally look at things like, but like
This might be your
I mean, I
greatest
looked
drawing.
at
that
the
might be
picture of a blobfish
oh
because-
see
yeah,
like
because-
this, but that might be your most like real looking depiction of a real thing.
Yeah, because I mean,
You know what I love about
I wasn't gonna pretend like I just.
you know
pulled a
what's
blobfish out of
perfect
my head.
about a blobfish for this album cover that I just realized? That its natural face is both a smiley face and a frowning face. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Like you look at it one way and it's frowning at you. You look at it the other way, which I'm guessing that's like its nose. It's smiling at you.
yeah,
This is the most emotional creature.
and looking at it invokes emotion. Like,
Yeah,
some people look at it and
disgust.
they're like disgusted. Some people look at it and are like pitiful. It's like some some just like it just invokes like no
Every emotion.
person can look at this creature and not feel some sort of emotion about it.
Yeah, but like, why has this never been done?
Did you know that a blobfish doesn't look like this when it's like actually in the water? It's just like a deep sea fish, and when you bring it up, it like looks like this because it can't handle the lack of pressure. Its body is designed for high pressure environments.
Interesting. I'm looking
So
up
he is
blobfish.
frowning,
Yeah,
but we just lifted him up.
yeah. We relieved it of its pressure, and it dislikes it.
It dislikes the pressure.
It's just such an emotional creature. It's just the emo of the fish.
What an emo fish.
Yeah, really.
It's like it's like if you find an emo and you like help them, you know, with all their problems, and they're just like
If you
more disappointed because
if you find an emo,
yeah, it's like because they won. They're like, oh man, now I have nothing to be sad about.
yeah,
It's disappointing to them.
Put me back in the water.
I think that's why emos listen to emo music.
Yeah.
Because
Because otherwise they might get too happy.
Yeah,
and
right.
They won't be emo.
Like, if
they
they're
just
not-
lose their whole identity.
if they don't have like big headphones on that block out the world and clothes that tell people I want to be a social outcast,
Mm-hmm.
then like yeah, they might just like naturally be accepted.
Right.
Because it's just what happens
Yeah,
if
but
you're
they-
not
but they don't-
trying really hard not to be.
So solutions to their problems just causes an identity crisis.
Yeah, and it makes them less happy.
Have you ever known an ex emo? You know,
Ex-emo.
like they just look like normal. Because like
Yeah.
think about all the emo people we went to school with growing up. Like
Yeah.
there were lots of emo people,
Right.
but like there's no emo
yeah,
people
they're all
our
just
age
regular
anymore.
people.
They all grew out of it, and they're
Yeah.
just normal.
They're
Like
just like showing up to the office and
yeah, exactly. They all work in
Like-
offices because they never learned like anything beyond like basic
Right.
office skills.
yeah, and they're less happy, even though they're less sad.
Yeah, right? Like, isn't that weird?
They
Yeah.
actually came up with a new term for this. Since
So, like-
they finally grew up to being older, working jobs,
Mhm.
they're going back to these concerts as these bands are slowly coming back
Yeah.
to make some money off of it. They're referred to as elder emos.
Elder emos.
Oh, elder emo.
Elder emo sounds like
So
someone
it
you'd
sounds like
go
this
to
would
to
be
get
on
a quest.
council.
Yeah. Right? You'd go to them to get a quest, and they'd have like a black and white
Yeah.
staff.
Like if you're like a newbie emo and you
Yeah.
go to one of these bands and you see one of the elder emos, do you like go up to them and get a emo quest?
I think they do.
Like they unlock the next level of emo,
I think it's
the next belt.
how you. They give you another stripe.
for 10 minutes.
They give you another stripe for your white and
And
black
look in the
striped pants.
Yeah,
Yeah. Emos are interesting because, like, I don't know how one becomes one. You know? Like, because, like,
You don't understand me, Mom.
yeah, but, like, everyone feels that way. But then, like,
Look at that fish.
what kind of. I
You
feel
don't
like.
understand me, Mom.
I feel like I'm going to get in trouble for saying all the things I'm thinking, but I feel like you have to have, like, parents that, like, are just cool with it, you know? Because, like, I'm just thinking about me growing up. If I had showed up one day and I had, like, eyeliner on, my parents would, like, have probably not allowed that, you know? Like, they would have scrubbed it off, thrown away my eyeliner that somehow I got. Like, if I, like, grew my hair out, they'd be like, we're going to get a haircut, and they would have just brought me to the barber, you know? Like, what?
So
how do
you
you...
never had your phase.
I don't think I had a chance to have my phase, is what I'm saying. I don't think any elder emos adopted me and, like, helped me, you know, become what I could have been. I feel like every teenager has, like, that, like, angsty, you know, like, my parents don't get me because they're so old and they still wear their socks above their knees moment. Except for now when all the emo kids are like, you don't get me, you wear your socks below your ankles, you know? It's a weird sock cycle.
Do socks define it?
I think socks define every generation.
So right now we're in the.
Do you?
I think you could tell someone's generation by looking at what kind of socks, not even what kind of socks, how high or low they wear their socks. You know, like if somebody has socks that doesn't have elastic in them and they're like attached to their belt, you know, like old men who are like, I never buy elastic socks. I didn't grow up with them, you know, they have like, that's a real old man, you know?
I almost wrote my wrong age.
Oh yeah. Cause you have
yeah.
aged
'Cause
up.
I have, yeah,
You've aged.
gained a level. as they
Benjamin.
say.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's not his birthday today.
It was his birthday.
We didn't even. Sometimes we draw stuff for our birthdays.
Yeah, but
We could have done so much for 33. It's like a palindrome.
Maybe-
And it's Jesus'
Well,
age.
It was hard because my birthday was like on a Wednesday. Maybe
Yeah.
your birthday will be closer to a Sunday.
I think mine's on a Monday this year.
Yeah, that's much better for video.
Yeah, we can celebrate 33 together on my
Yeah.
birthday. But yeah, this is great.
Yeah,
All
I-
the current emo-lings will flock to this album.
I was thinking of doing more, like having like dark cloud on one side, sunshine on the other, just like more emotion things. But then, like, there's no real way to do that. I already put words on there.
I can't get over how much a blobfish is smiling and frowning at the same time.
It's just the perfect creature.
I don't think it's one of those things you realize until it's drawn in black and white either.
I mean, if you
Never-
look at the smiling side, it looks like a ditto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? It's the eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Save that
Yep.
emotional. It's
I
so
will save
simple,
this
too.
and pass it over to Ethan so he can.
You know how many,
get
like,
ready, but
you
don't
know how
say
many
it till I
album
save it.
covers we looked at today that like must have taken, like the person must have done lots of drugs because there's no way they drew it in one sitting.
I can guarantee I did no drugs before this video.
Yes, because drugs are bad, except for Tylenol and Advil, as your doctor prescribes.
So you just go
Well,
on
yeah,
and
I mean,
list several
any-
drugs that are good.
Anything your doctor prescribes is good.
I don't know if that's true. If your doctor prescribes, then you could have a weird doctor. Imagine if we were doctors. That would be weird. We prescribe.
I think it's a safe thing to say to everyone that if your doctor prescribes it, you should take
The
it.
legal team is literally tearing their hair, like, through the window. Do you see them, Ethan?
I totally see them.
Yes, that is good. But yes, they don't like it when we give medical advice or tell you who to get medical advice from. They don't really like it when we say anything, actually. But that's why we hired them, to tell us.
But get your
How
medical
disappointed
advice
they are.
from doctors.
Yes, and not like doctors in literature or doctors in like mathematics.
Yeah, don't fall for that.
But we've
old scam.
all had that
Where they're
happen
like,
before.
where you go and they're like, I'm a doctor.
Don't you hate it?
You should take this medicine, and then you find out, they have their doctorate in, comic books,
Don't you hate it
which
when you go?
apparently is something you can do.
Yeah, don't you hate it when you go to that urgent care? You know, the one that you look up on Google reviews and you're like, why? It has like lots of 1-star reviews, but also it's like a third the cost of everyone. And really, all I want is some antibiotics because I'm pretty sure I have a sinus infection. And then you show up there and the doctor's like, what did you think of Catcher in the Rye? And you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hello,
And
how
he's-
urgent is your care?
Yeah, but then he's like, what do you think of the symbolism in chapter 6? The rye and the catcher. And you're like, man, I just came here for some prescriptions. And he's like, well, I'm a doctor of literature and this is book club.
Yeah, and then you fall asleep and you wake up feeling better.
Yeah.
What was the name of
And
this
so you're
urgent
like-
care?
They don't have names, these urgent cares.
Yeah.
They have alleyways, alleyway entrances. You'll know. You'll know because you'll fear for your safety. And then there'll be a man in a tweed jacket holding a book. We've all been there, except for apparently Ethan. You'll get there. You just, you've lived too healthy a life.
Yeah.
Too healthy.
That or you're, when the poor artist's healthcare plan, it's questionable at best.
I see the legal team now.
Yeah, but
They have no hair.
this is what we mean. Like, yeah, exactly. So Ethan,
You can feel free to clear it now. I've saved that great art that I've done.
So far, it's number 1.
Oh yes. Thank
Do you know what I love about old albums?
What do you love about old albums?
I love
Isaac?
that they were all black and white. Because you'd take the old album out and put it on your record player,
right.
and it was black with a white label. It's today's world where you can really tell that things are getting rough because they started making albums and they like squish colorful vinyl to make the albums.
But it's not just today. Like it was, 70s.
No,
70s was a big into the make everything color.
only on their album covers, which then apparently became the standard in the industry.
No, they had colored records in the 70s.
I challenge you to find even one.
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, perfect.
It'll be easy.
Yes, do it while I spell.
I like your bubble letters, first of all. Bubble letters are a really understated art form. Mostly they're found in elementary school classrooms, but they're also found right here on Two Poor Artists. And they're a good way to show bubbles and letters.
Thank you for your bubbly.
You do have to fit 3 more
Commentary.
letters in there, and I'm going to point out that you did the same thing Benj did, where you made a lowercase letter in the wrong spot.
It's how I felt. Okay.
No, it doesn't mean it's
I-
okay.
Eyes, when not in the beginning of a word, should be lowercase,
Mhm.
even if the rest are
Yeah.
uppercase.
Yeah, everyone knows that, Isaac.
Oh.
According to Atlas Records, the first colored record was 1920, and they became widespread in 1960s. And here's a
Hmm.
picture of them.
Yeah, but 1920s, that's before the invention of color. So clearly what you're reading is a lie. And they were all in black and white. And this is just a propaganda machine by the color party, as we all know.
The color party.
Yeah, we learned about
I didn't
their...
vote for you.
Yeah, no, we learned about their horrible influence on the world and how they're secretly working behind the scenes in the shadows, the black and white shadows, I might add, to bring color into the world. We learned about them when Benj and I were running for Artist General.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to run against us and failed because the world is sick of colors, sick of your pinks and your purples and your yellows. They want it like it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Speaking of
So
shadows,
now none of the
This is
photo
shadows.
evidence that I can see is from earlier than the 60s.
Exactly.
But it seemed like in the 60s there were
Propaganda.
colored albums.
Yeah, it's what they used to justify making them now.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, no, this is how it's always been. Can you believe such dribble? Dribble? Is that the right word? Dribble is... I know dribble's like...
I think it's
dribble?
dribble with a
Dribble?
V.
Yeah, I realized. Well, is it? I'm going to look it up. Because, as we all know, we learned a lot at urgent care from the English, doctors. Drivel? Drivel. Drivel. Drivel? How do you spell drivel? Drivel. Nonsense.
fun fact.
What does dribble mean? Oh, yes, Ethan, please. Anything to get people listening.
Fun
something
fact,
other than
I'm
what we're
not
looking
even
up.
touching the screen
Mm-hmm.
while I'm drawing these shadows in my bubble letters.
First of
Yeah,
all,
so
shadowing, man, that's...
When
You were saying you're a worse artist than
when
us.
we
You
say
just
Worse
added
artist.
shading.
These are letters.
when
sir.
we say that the pen is messing up, what we usually mean is that it's drawing without touching the screen.
Yeah, but sometimes it goes all over the place.
Yeah. So all we can really say there is good luck.
Thank you.
I think it must be drivel.
With the V.
I'm also clearly spelling dribble wrong. Because it's telling me that it's a small tool used for digging in your garden.
Right, yeah, there is that tool.
Yeah, but is that what they mean when you're speaking foolishness? Or they're like, you're speaking, and it sounds like you're that tool that's in my garden. You know?
I don't know.
Or they're like, you're speaking dribble.
Maybe
it sounds like just a basketball
maybe it's
bouncing on the floor.
Maybe it's a boring tool and they're calling you boring.
I'm going to start calling people dribbles. And they're going to be like, is that a basketball thing? And I'm like, no, it's a gardening slang, you dribble. It's nice to make up new
New
words.
insults.
That's what you call people who draw in color. Complete and utter dribbles.
I feel
What is
like
it called when like water leaks out of you? Like you wake up and your head was down on your desk and there's like drool coming out of your mouth. I know it's not. It's like drooling, but you're dribbling. It's a great word. Ethan, you finally completed your bubble letters.
I did. Now I have to do the rest of it.
Yeah, but like,
I was thinking of doing bubble letters and then I was like, no,
yeah, no,
those are hard.
But Ethan is up for the challenge.
Yeah.
I also like how you've put than off in the side. You didn't center it. What's your rationale?
Maybe it's to leave room for the picture he's about to draw.
Oh, he's drawing
Maybe he thought ahead.
Ooh, it's a.
Is that a leg?
You think that's
Is it an arm?
No, I think it's a beanstalk. And by a beanstalk, I mean a wizard's cat.
Oh, I thought it was like the Loch Ness monster coming out of a pool.
Maybe it is that. What
Like
is
a
that
puddle.
now? Oh, that says shh. Gift. Ah. Although, huh? What? That's all I have to ask. What?
So it's very tiny, but those are like little letters. E, T, E, M.
Well,
Letters. Nothing's more emotional than letters.
I don't think we actually mentioned to you before we handed you over the pen and said, here, make art for the fans. But you can actually change the pen to, be smaller or bigger.
You tell me this now.
Well, did you change it on yours, Bench?
No.
All right, then, I guess we're all just drawing like this today.
Yeah,
There's no changing allowed.
Yeah.
It's what you do when you're making a hair to cover your sins. Yeah, but apparently none of that today. Wait, what are these mysterious runes?
They're part of the hat.
What do they say?
E, T, E, M, E, T. Just some of the letters from Emotional Van.
Oh. Is that the Loch Ness monster? Or is it the rumor weed?
What's a rumor read?
Oh, man. We thought you were a Christian who watched VeggieTales growing up. And by VeggieTales, meaning specifically Larry Boy.
I was limited to the few cassette tapes that we had. VHS tapes.
Oh, okay. It was like you
Look
watch
at it-
if you.
Need to look that up what that is.
Yeah, I'll show you here. I'll put a picture of the rumor weed because we love it when we put pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Here, rumor weed. Here you go. That's the rumor weed.
That looks familiar. Starting to remember it.
I'm
It's
so sorry.
creepier than I remember it being.
It's exactly the creepiness level I remember it at.
So the rumor weed likes tea.
Yes.
Does it spell the tea?
Man, you can do.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
And it loves when other people spill the tea.
it's true. But I'm not entirely sure what it's doing on an Emotional Van album. Just like it's just like a vine.
Is this a person?
I think it's an acorn wearing a hat.
Oh.
Because acorns, as we all know, are the most emotional of the seeds.
Are they?
Hmm. Yeah. No. People think it's Brazil nuts because nobody likes them and they cry a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but it's actually acorns.
Hmm.
I know.
Interesting to know.
I'm pretty sure I learned that at the urgent care.
Are they symbolisms for?
Yeah, it was like a Charles Dickens book. There were like 16 pages in a row about an acorn that was sitting in the road.
Yeah. I would have guessed walnuts personally.
Why?
But because when you crack them open, like you have to crack them open.
Oh.
Like you don't. Like they're hard. They're one of the harder ones to crack open.
Mm.
Like you actually need to like use a tool.
Yeah.
But like you don't. People don't eat acorns.
Haven't you heard the Christmas song? Acorns roasting on an open fire. That song?
Those are chestnuts.
Oh, that's right. Hmm.
The nut of the chest,
Yes.
like what pirates
Versus
love.
the ache of the corn. All right. Ethan's written some more words. I cast the second half of Fox and the Hound.
Oh, that's
That is an emotional movie.
that whole movie
Yeah.
was just like the whole point of that movie. There's like almost no talking in the first half
Uh-huh.
at all,
Yeah, I know.
and then the whole
Just
second half,
pure visual emotion.
right? And then the whole second half, and the whole first half is just there to build you up.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at this blob What is that? I think I'm going to take a guess that it's a dribbling wizard.
I think it's a elder emo.
What is that thing?
So this thing is so
What's the
sensitive.
thing coming
It's
out?
supposed to be a tear.
That's a tear?
Yeah, it turned into like a cowbell.
Where
The most emotional of it.
are those is that an eye on the left of the face and a mouth?
So
And the other eye is coming out.
it started off as an eye,
Yeah.
but then it skipped a beat.
No,
and
I think
turned into a smile.
I think this is great. I think it is a little concerning that his left eye is literally coming out of his head.
Let me see if I can.
Oh yeah,
There
no.
we go.
Add more. That normally makes it better. Take it from a professional poor artist. Uh-huh.
Try
Yeah, no. Disney in the 90s and early 2000s, they were like I think every cartoon company, not just Disney, was like kids are too happy these days. You know how like old people are always like back in my day, boy, things were sad.
Yeah.
There was war and we had to, collect
He have a
rubber.
beard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
hair covers a
covers a
multitude of
multitude of sins. It didn't actually cover any of the part that I was saying looked bad, but it distracts. But you know how old people were like, uphill both ways in the war.
Yeah.
And then like the 90s rolled around, and people were like, things are pretty chill. Kids today,
Yeah.
no respect.
Everyone's just happy
Yeah.
all the time because there's nothing bad going on.
Yeah,
in the
they're
world.
like, and then all the animators were like, I wouldn't be the man or the woman I am today without the trauma of my youth.
Yeah.
And so they're like, what do we do? Well, let's make, we got, and then they're like, well, we'll make a sad thing. And Disney's like, I don't know if we can sell that. They're like, fine. Fox and the Hound. Happy story.
Yeah.
Not even any talking for the first half, just pure joyfulness.
Yeah. Just
And then the end.
little cute animals playing together.
Yeah, and then by the end, the trauma of World War II. Like losing a best friend on the battlefield.
Right.
Basically the end of Fox and the Hound. And it was a lot of movies. Brave. I won't even talk about Brave Little Toaster again on 2.4, but like how Brave Little Toaster. That was like
Even-
PTSD in
Even
Brave
movies
Little
that
Toaster.
you like wouldn't even really think about, like Toy Story.
Yeah.
Like Woody practically attempted murder on Buzz, and then
Sid
and then
was like
Sid, like that
human.
whole
It was
thing.
like experimentation on.
And then there's like the whole Buzz didn't have his arm
Yeah.
part, and like I mean, like they're
And he
toys.
like went crazy because
Yeah.
he couldn't live up to the expectations he'd set for himself.
Yeah.
Whew.
There's the whole scene where he's mentally unstable without an arm.
Yeah.
Like if these weren't toys, it would be the most horrific thing you've ever seen.
Like when I start, sometimes on this channel, when I start talking, I start doubting whether what I'm saying is, entirely 100% accurate. It's always pretty close, but today I think we've really stumbled onto something because of Ethan's drawing. I think that cartoonists in our childhood were trying to traumatize us. And this album cover is payback for that. You see, Ethan has clearly drawn a World War I veteran in the trenches on the bottom. Being crushed by the emotion of Fox and the Hound.
Is that negative 294 emo day?
No, it is negative 294 emo damage.
Oh, it's amazing how close you actually were. I thought he was going to be like, no, none of that.
Yeah, now that he says that, that clearly is damage, not day. I just assumed it was a full word, not a...
I like how you're making
abbreviation.
him, what's the word I'm looking for? Huskier.
Yeah.
So the extent of my art is usually stickmen. I really tried my hardest here for you guys.
I prefer the blobby arms of the wizard. Maybe that's what we should do with arms, Ben. Just
I like his staff. It's almost like it could be a bow.
What is it on the top of the staff? Is that an E for emotional?
It is E for emotional.
Oh.
No,
Yeah, you got to put your name and age, man.
I did.
Where? Oh, it's over there.
It's over
I
there.
was
It's down
I was so
over there.
fixated on the album cover. You're 28.
I am 28.
Oh man, Benj is like a whole half a century older than you. I know it's actually a half a decade, but when you're talking about 5 years, it might as well be 50.
So when you said you're going to turn this into a square, I'm like, no, I'm not going to have enough room for this. I thought about this all day.
This is a shame because I'll tell you a little secret of Two Poor Artists channel. When the person who goes first draws something really good, you're actually really disappointed because then you have to try to do better, or at least live up to the expectations set by the first half of the video. Benj didn't do that today, so I was feeling pretty good about myself. You know, like Benj's album cover was like, it's just a blobfish. I could probably come up with a pun or something. But then yours, Ethan, yours has bubble letters with shadows. It has wizards losing eyeballs, and it has World War I veterans being crushed by the emotional damage of our childhood videos.
Right.
This is pretty hard to, you know, like I don't want to. It's like when somebody gives a really good presentation in school and you're like, I don't want to go after that person. And then they call your name and you're like, just you know, I'd like to run away now.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. Because I've already taken like the simple answer, you know, the simplistic design. He's done the complex and near perfect design. What are you left with?
I don't know.
I mean, if you can think of a good pun, you've got it. But can
I
you?
apologize for taking the nerd and RPG elements out of Emotional Man.
Yeah, you got the nerd, you got the nostalgia.
If I had more room, I was going to put someone that's not even affected by emotions and just said emotional damage negated or something. Blocked.
Have a psychopath on your album cover.
I could just draw Sherlock.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and save this drawing. Unless you're thinking of adding.
I don't think I could add anything to this to make it any worse.
I think you sold yourself short.
The shadows on the
You should
bubble letters take me back to high school. I used to do that all the time in my notebook. That's the only thing I could actually draw, the letters. But with your pen, it proved terribly wrong.
Hey, our pen is perfect for us.
It helps you up.
You know?
Yeah, it gives us an excuse.
Yeah.
That's why we have good artists come on every once in a while so they can like complain about our tablet. So it's more realistic when people when we complain about it.
Yeah.
I would like to submit a complaint about
All
your
right.
tablet.
There's okay. Yep. Nope. That was. Submit your complaints, please. Submit them to the complaint department.
Yeah.
Complaint department
Submit
of
them in
Two
the
Poor
comments
Artists.
of this video.
You can email them at twopoorartists@gmail.com. That's the number 2 poorartists@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear your complaints.
Any complaints. Or if you're Olin Rogers.
Yeah, Olin, we're still waiting to hear from you.
Yeah.
We love you. And we want to partner with you.
And
For anything.
do a clasp of true friendship.
We will literally do anything to just clasp you.
Don't ever.
In friendship. He knows what we mean. He's,
Yeah.
You know.
He knows.
He's the one that said it first.
It's not quite as weird as it sounds. It's definitely weird.
Will you be able to clasp this picture?
All right. I have to draw Emotional Van.
Yeah.
The real question is, what font am I going to use? Because bubble letters has been done, and
bad
kindergartner level has been done. So maybe I won't do.
How's your cursive?
Do I have to put Emotional Van on the album cover?
Not all albums have the name on them.
Yeah, right.
did our
In
research.
fact, a large number of them just have like colorful vomit with nothing but that.
Yeah.
Please don't vomit on the tablet.
I wasn't planning on it. I don't vomit in color. I
Don't
keep
vomit
I
in
keep
color.
a very black and white diet
Yes.
for this exact reason.
Just
So you eat Oreos
squid ink and
exclusively.
charcoal.
If I bleed, it's black. If I vomit, it's white. It's a thing.
This is going somewhere.
Yeah, you know. And if I sneeze, it's both.
Oh, you should get that checked out.
Come to think, well, the urgent care guy was very unhelpful. You know, he's like, it's all a metaphor for something. If you just turn to page 23, I'll show you.
Let's see what.
It was a big book.
Just has a big book.
It didn't have words on the front. It just had, you know the guy down in Artist Alley. He's got his PhD. That's all I know. It's enough for me. All right. Album cover for Emotional Van.
Yep, that's what you're drawing.
I know.
You've had both of our whole time to plan this.
I am well aware.
I took extra long just for you.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's been 45 minutes already that you've had to stew on this.
Also, Benj, you drew your picture rather fast.
That's true.
Did you practice
It's because he
beforehand?
didn't do bubble.
It's because I drew one thing.
Hang on, let's just put these rumors to rest that we practice our art before we do it on True Pours. I know it's hard to believe we just come up with these things on the fly, but we have never practiced.
Those mountains look pretty straight.
I did.
Yeah, well, you know,
I did look up what a blobfish looks
make
like.
me have some straight feelings.
Ah.
You looked up a blobfish, but you didn't like practice blood. It's not like
No.
you woke up early this morning and got out your sketchbook.
I didn't even look at it until I started drawing.
Yeah, see?
I looked up what it was before, but I didn't look at it until I
So
started
you had
drawing.
a blobfish
Sometimes-
perfectly in your mind.
Sometimes
I knew a blobfish was the most emotional animal, or the animal that brought out emotion the most.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I had to look it up to know exactly what it looked like.
So you were having emotional feelings about a blobfish,
Yeah,
and
right,
you
right.
had to know what exactly it looked like.
Yeah. And I needed everyone else to know how emotional they
All
were.
right.
Believe me, everyone knows
Yeah.
what a blobfish looks like.
wow, that's
Mm-hmm.
and that's a pretty big compliment actually. That based on your art bench, people know what something
Yeah.
actually looks like.
Will we have to reevaluate your poorness?
No, just wait a few minutes.
Yeah.
You'll understand. Uh-huh.
They'll understand that I'm poor because of what you do.
Yep. Nope. You associate yourself with me. You're poor by association.
Right.
That bigger mountain,
Just like Ethan.
is
like
going to be the father
Just like an
of the smaller
anime mountain.
That mountain had
Could
a
be.
child.
Those look like some anime eyes.
Yep, this is going to be an anime mountain.
I don't know that I've ever drawn anime eyes before, but you know. Here we go.
We do have a friend named Matt who absolutely loves anime. And when I say anime mountain, I'm thinking he probably knows something that would be considered anime mountain.
Mm-hmm. Is it?
It kind of just looks like it's
Is that a beard? Like a mustache?
Okay, so like this was supposed to be tears welling up and flowing out, but there's so many things. It either an eye with a mustache, or it's like an eye with some kind of infection.
Right,
You
yeah.
know, like it's oozing.
If that's coming out of the eye, it's an infection. It's like serious pink eye. Like just
It's like frothy.
Yeah.
You know?
On first look, it looks like the snow that gathers
Like-
up on the polar icy
But-
logo.
Okay,
Icy.
so like I feel like this is how it works. You guys' album covers, despite all that they weren't psychedelic, you know? Like we're getting into the realm of that.
Well, clearly we
Right.
weren't
I started
on
off
drugs.
with triangles, which as we all know is the most psychedelic shape because of pyramids.
yes.
You know, that was not intentional, but that's just how the art world is. You know, that's what's happening right now with these hands. Just in case you're wondering at home, I'm waving my hands in front of my
Right,
face,
yeah.
jazz
He's talking
hand
about
style.
his hands, not
Uh-huh.
not hands he's about to draw.
Yeah, so I think
Note
oh,
to the audience: there's clearly some glowing colors coming off this artist's hands right
do
now.
not.
See.
Yeah, I will. The security team has been notified. I'm pressing the panic button because there's no color coming off of my hands. I will not.
Say color.
The anti-color team is here to remove
He said color.
color.
I thought he said light.
No, he said
Oh,
colorful.
he did say color.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's black light and white light,
And not that.
and
not
not
the
the
purple.
purple black light that the people try to. The color party's behind that. We all know it.
Calling it black light when it's purple light.
Uh-huh.
The black lights on the Disneyland dark rides just make all the whites brighter.
Yep. Nope. Do not. Anyway, here we go.
He doesn't like it when I bring Disneyland into this.
No, I do actually. Disneyland's a great place other than all the color. And the trauma they purposely induced in the 90s.
Yep. What is this? These stick figures? Were these stick figures the whole time?
They were not going to be, but again, the psychedelic
So wait,
demand.
Is that a mustache then?
Ah, is it or isn't it? My friend, we don't know. And we never might. But I'm going to go over here now. And we'll go to the other eyes.
They kind of look Norse, and that's like his fur coat, and they have little horns on their helmets.
I've noticed that you've multiple times now changed the size of the pen.
Oh, that's right. We weren't doing that. Oh, man. Sorry. I'll try to do the rest of the drawing.
I really wish
Normal.
I could have done that.
Well, I mean, we told you.
I was given one sized pen, not multiple.
Yeah. We only gave
My
him
bubble letters.
we only gave him one of our ballpoint pens, not the multiple sizes of ballpoint pens we have.
You just open your closet and there's just a whole bunch of pens in there. I'm like, you've been holding out on me.
Yeah. We hand you one pen and then Isaac opens his briefcase of pens.
Yeah.
All different size ballpoint
It's
pens.
just filled with nothing but black pens, and then they open a safe and they bring out the white pen,
Mm-hmm.
which has not been
For-
used yet.
For when you have black paper.
We've been over this. You can't use white ink. Ballpoint pen. You tried that in the Mario painting video.
I didn't do
Oh,
that.
Josh
Josh
tried
did.
that. Sorry, I'm losing my Josh anger. You'll notice he's sitting in the corner facing the wall today. Sorry about him. He did something bad last week.
We haven't heard back from the fans if they approve or disapprove of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we all know
I
what they
think
should.
If you got your hand on some white ink and black paper, you could use that.
I feel like it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's second worst. What does a sad mouth look like? I know
Not
the
that.
traditional answer. No, that's not the sad mouth. Over here we need.
You
the
could
sad
do
mouth.
like if you wanted to make it real sad, you could do like the like wiggly open like wailing.
The wiggly open wailing.
Yeah.
Can you put that in words that are drawable?
Yeah, like do a wiggly circle.
Like a wiggly, like oh, like a woo.
Yeah, and then
Whoa,
like,
whoa!
and then,
What
like,
did you take before this?
make it make it clear it's a mouth. And then just like
That's
make sure they
so
know
clear.
that it's a wailing.
Okay, hang on.
The smack that smiles back.
It's a whale.
You didn't give it a tail for some reason.
It has a goldfish tail.
Goldfish have a tail?
That part of it, that's the tail, and that's the
What?
tail.
That's not like the dorsal fin.
I forgot what whales look like.
I guess most whales don't have a dorsal fin, do they?
You gotta visualize the whale
No,
in your mind.
some
the
of them
fish,
do.
Visualize the blobfish.
But-
Only killer whales. And maybe.
But that being the tail is just disappointing.
I agree. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
I do like your front end of.
Well, man, I like your front end too. I don't know what that means, and
I was talking about your whale.
oh,
Yeah, the not tail part is decent. It kind of seems like you were planning to draw a
you don't just come on and
a
artist.
speech bubble, and then you decided halfway through that it was a whale.
Yeah, that's how you draw a whale. It also kind of looks like a ghost on its side. That's how you draw a whale. But now it's whaling. You can tell
Yeah, ghost whale. In
the way it's by the
lore.
way it is. Okay, we drew some stars in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
must
two
say,
mountains.
this is more emotional than.
Yeah, like this
Avengers.
is making us feel things, right? I'm feeling things. I don't know if I like how I'm feeling. The eyes over here confusing, right? Confused.
I forgot those were eyes.
That one has
Are
that.
they eyes or are they people?
They look like.
Well, it's a complicated. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know. I drew them, and I just don't know. But what else? What else for emotional van? I think we need like a.
I thought you were gonna like give yourself an F. Let you go on the homework. That makes some people emotional.
Whoa! I didn't sign off on this.
Well, I mean, this is where it all started, right?
This is
Last week?
identity theft.
Yeah, but like, it's not you. Don't flatter
This
yourself.
is Ethan.
Ethan. And everyone who sees Ethan will know it means emotional van. It'll mean their new album is out.
That dash is incredibly small.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, but the T is capitalized, so clearly
It's a different
it's,
word.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know the rules of capitalization. I'm the only one in this studio apparently that does.
Well,
But it's not
I
psychedelic
was
enough.
purposefully doing the opposite.
What else?
of
What
the
else does
rules.
psychedelic?
Well, clearly we were using a different font than you.
This nothing more psychedelic than this, right?
Yeah, it makes you grow up.
Pretty sure that kind of mushroom is poisonous.
No, it's a psychedelic mushroom.
Do you put mushrooms in your coffee?
Nope. I put them in the trash where they belong.
Do you put mushrooms on your pizza? Psychedelic pizza.
Not a chance, my friend. Because that would be gross.
Mushrooms
Benj does,
are one
though,
of the
'cause he's
best
gross.
foods.
Mushrooms are kind of like when somebody looked at a compost pile and they're like, you think we could eat the stuff that's growing in that? And someone's like, I don't know, how long do you want to live? And they're like, not really that much longer. And they're like, well, then go for it.
Yeah, but those aren't the kind of mushrooms that anyone eats.
I think all mushrooms are the same.
That's just not true.
Yeah, that's what people keep telling me, but it doesn't change my thinking on the matter.
What is your current interpretation of this picture? What does it mean? How does it make you personally feel?
I don't think it has a meaning.
I think not everything needs meaning.
My feeling just changed.
Why are all the mushrooms animals?
Are they? Are all the mushrooms animals? It's really hard to say, isn't it? But
Yeah.
we all know that animals make us feel emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't look at
Especially
it.
the blobfish.
Think about how you feel when you see a cow. Think about how that cow feels when it sees a duck, and think about that duck, how it feels when someone else is looking at a dog. And you'll understand this album cover a little bit better.
So this album cover is what it means to have a duck that is being looked at by a cow, that's being looked at by a person, and the duck is watching a person look at a dog. And from that duck's perspective, this album makes sense.
You understand me.
Okay.
Yes.
Whoa, bruh.
Yeah. Okay. Have I hit the psychedelic note? Are we good?
I would say you hit the psychedelic note.
I think this is pretty much what I was going for. You feel things.
Right?
It might not be emotions, but you feel things.
Are the mountains like stitched together?
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. The answer to every question about this drawing is maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's that kind of a drawing.
Are mountains
That kind of
stitched to the earth?
Is the left mountain sticking out his tongue, or is it like blowing up a balloon?
I think it's drooling.
Oh, that's water.
No, I thought it was a tongue.
Or it's the start of a
I meant for it to be a
beard.
tongue anyway.
Oh.
Uh-huh. That one on the right's eyes. Maybe eyes. I mean, maybe just two people, one with a mustache, one crying.
They look like royalty.
Is that a mouth wailing, or is that a cave with a sunset on the inside and a whale coming out of it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that really a whale, or is it a goldfish cracker with a broken tail? These questions and more can all be asked but not answered by this album cover for Emotional Van.
So, like, if you listened to this whole album, would there be any insights?
I feel like if you listen to the last song backwards, you'd hear a quack, a moo, and a woof.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little on the nose.
Yeah, but what does it mean, though?
Still wouldn't
Yeah.
explain anything.
Wouldn't explain anything. You would just be like, wait, those were on the album cover.
Mm-hmm.
What does it all mean? I'm feeling feelings. You know?
Right, like the Grinch.
Like the Grinch, exactly what I was thinking. I'm feeling. You know, people's hearts would grow 3 sizes.
This would make someone's heart shrink 3 sizes.
What are we titling this again?
As long as the heart changes, just emotional then.
Emotional?
I named mine Emotional Damage.
Oh,
okay.
I thought we were coming up with our own album names.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I guess the band is emotional then. Technically, the album could have been called anything.
They doing like the whole Spider-Man thing where it's like, it's Spider-Man. What was the first one? Oh man, my whole point is falling apart. The first Spider-Man movie, it was like they all had the same word in them, you know, like day,
Like home, like
home. Yeah, homecoming, and then it was far from home, and then it was no way home. Like every Emotional Man album has the word emotional in it. This is emotional damage, and then the next one's like, wow, we used the only phrase
Emotional Blobfish.
emotional. Yeah, right. Like
right.
that's how I would be if I was Ethan's band.
Is that what you're gonna do with this band that we're gifting you?
Well, I thought you two were in the band, so
We're only the band artists.
only the band artists.
Every band needs them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess we could pretend like we play instruments and.
I call the ballpoint pen
I'll pick the drums because I can hit something.
with the ballpoint pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
pluck the ballpoint pen.
Like good luck getting me to play guitar.
Yeah, no,
Like,
no,
that
no.
takes skill.
Maybe I'll play the ball. Maybe I'll try to play a guitar.
Unlike all those drummers out there.
I'll
that
try to play
have zero skill because
Maybe I'll try to play the guitar but instead of a guitar pick, I'll use the cap of a ballpoint.
I thought you had a dream of playing the hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, that's not a dream I share very often.
Do we know anyone that has a hurdy-gurdy?
No,
I would try
Yeah.
that.
I would try that.
You know
Ethan-
someone that has a hurdy-gurdy?
Yeah, what kind of circles do you run in?
The musician type
Yeah,
Oh.
but
circles.
interesting.
Could you do emo music with a hurdy-gurdy?
Probably, yes.
Is that the kind of music that Emotional Dan is going to do? Because I'm in.
Is it going to be like if emo was like medieval?
Mm.
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 I'd be in that band.
I would. We have to have a psychedelic album
I would
cover
head
though.
up this
Yeah.
band.
We have to-
Hurdy-gurdy, a ballpoint pen.
We already got 3 album covers, so now we just need to come up with 3 albums.
Ethan, you're good if we all dress in black and white and all of our outfits and our instruments match because they're all black and white.
I think
To
we
be
should
clear,
dress up.
several artists have already done this costume,
Can I?
Oh.
I think like we're like emo.
Good for them.
but they didn't wear the artist hat that you guys wear.
Oh
I
yeah,
want to be
our
like
artist hats.
I want to be an emo jester, like black and white emo jester.
Does it just mean like you're mildly depressed and you're trying to make everybody else feel that
No,
way?
Wouldn't you
like
just look
my
like a
outfit.
mime?
Oh, that's how you're gonna dress.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear like the jester hat with black and white.
I'm gonna look like a snooty French artist.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which we're already basically there.
To be perfectly clear,
I'll work on my snooty
Ethan
face.
should
This-
just look normal.
Yeah, it'll
perfectly
just.
this would be
And this is the whole band.
a total look for an actual emo band.
Is this the whole band? Because like we can't make music, but we're there to provide
We're just
our
there to be.
presence to the audience. You know.
like we'll pretend to play the
It,
instrument.
it doesn't even matter if your music is good because people are just gonna be so mesmerized by whatever we're doing.
We'll go for the live live
Oh, yeah, yeah.
performances, and
Uh-huh.
like we won't be the ones playing. the
No,
instruments.
no, no, no.
Like,
We'll
there'll be a tape playing
we'll
in the
lip
background.
we'll lip play. It's like lip syncing, I imagine, but
yeah.
playing.
But it's like clear that we don't even know how to play. well.
but nobody
like,
cares.
People watching us, like I'm just waving my arms near the drums.
Bands
Yeah.
have done worse.
I'm plucking a guitar with no strings.
Yeah, but we'll be upfront about it too.
Of course,
So,
yeah.
like,
Like,
You would
everybody
be
will
worse than
Like,
an
we're just
animatronic
here-
band at like a Chuck E. Cheese.
For
Yeah.
our encore,
we're just here for the performance.
for our encore song, convention, I come out and do like a live drawing while
Yes.
you play instruments and sing.
I was even thinking about attaching a song at the end of this video.
Oh well,
The first
Uh,
single for the Two Poor Artists.
have you written that while we've been drawing? Because that's really
Clearly, I
impressive.
totally wrote it all myself.
He writ it all
Oh,
himself.
I wrote it all myself.
Well, that is exciting. You can look forward to that. If in fact that's real.
It totally is real.
Okay, well,
Totally
this is,
written by me.
this is news to us.
Backed up by
This-
the Two Poor Artists.
Yeah,
So
the
so
our
Okay.
legal team is scratching their heads about this one. So are we. But Ethan, we do want to thank you for Ethan's doing sign language that doesn't exist. I don't know what that means,
No,
man.
signaling your legal team. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, the legal team's over there. You were signaling me. They wear leather jackets.
Yeah, we've seen them once.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't see them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too cool. Your eyes are naturally averted. It's your body's response to feeling jealousy. That's why not a lot of people can see our legal team. They're like, like that's how it works. You can't stare at someone cooler than you, or else you start feeling emotions like inadequacy and, bloated.
Loaded.
Is that an emotion?
I think that should be an album.
Everyone knows the emotion when they're feeling bloated. I don't know what you call that emotion.
Bloated.
It's the bloated emotion.
Feeling bloated.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm feeling bloated.
People have said it.
Yeah, that'll be one of our songs.
Maybe that's what the song's already titled. We just didn't know.
You go to a therapy session and the therapist asks, how are you feeling? I'm feeling bloated.
But whatever you do, don't go to the therapist who's next to the urgent care, because they really have some questionable questions.
Instead of helping you, they just take notes for their literature.
You ever go to that therapy, that one? And he's like, tell me about your mother. And you're like, well, and then they're like, hang on, can I have your mother's phone number? And you're like, I don't think. But they're already rifling through your phone and your little, phone book that you carry with you for some reason.
Right.
Ethan, we are so glad that you were on the channel today. It's nice that whenever we make a video about somebody that they actually come and join us.
I thought about running away.
Yeah, that's a proper response to our art, and you can soon. But first, we'll say things like, join us next time on Two Poor Artists to hear Benj say,
Bye.
and to hear Ethan say,
Bye.
and to hear Isaac say, bye.
We sketch on scraps, no gold in sight. Black ballpoints scream through the night. Our canvas cries, it feels the strain. Every line's a tear, every dot's our pain. Looted hearts, ink-stained skies. No one feels it more, we're not like those guys. We're bloated and emotional, our sadness is devotional. You'll never know the weight we bear. Black pen dreams in the cold night air. No oil, no brush, just plastic and ink. We draw the abyss on the edge of the brink. But evil, misery, modern despair. Our hurdy-gurdy hearts hum, life isn't fair. Fingers cramped from scribbled art. Black ballpoints stabbing at our hearts. We're bloated and emotional, our sadness is devotional. You'll never know the weight we bear. Black pen dreams in the cold night air.
As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video.
There's no way we could possibly ask you to subscribe to this atrocity, so we won't.
We would say share it with your friends, but it's probably better for wasting your enemy's time.
We're probably not going to get any better, but we will keep drawing.
See you next time.